Ibsen, he's everywhere. Can't move for Ibsen. Well, maybe not everywhere. But there's been a recent production of Ghosts, and currently we've got My Master Builder in the West End. And recent announcement that the Bridge Theatre is going to be putting on The Lady from the Sea. So what's this play all about? It is the story of Elida Wangel, wife of a small-town doctor, stepmother to two daughters, Hilda and Boletta. She's got problems. She's got a lot of problems. Lost a baby son 2 years ago, struggling with mental health issues. But her main problem is she feels a divided self. She yearns for the sea. She's trapped in a small town. She feels her nature is incompatible with her life. Now, you don't have to be Sigmund Freud to work out there's a bit of symbolism going on here. The past, the shadow of the past, the fjords, the hidden depths, all classic Ibsen stuff going on with these characters. What we've also got is quite a lot of melodrama, particularly in the first act, where huge sweeping plot contrivances really kick in. But I do think, sounds like an excuse, we can say Ibsen is using melodrama. It fits in thematically, structurally, because what we've got with The Lady from the Sea is Ibsen blending the elements of his early poetic dramas and balancing it with the realism that he brought in plays like A Doll's House and Ghosts. And he's creating this mix, realism, symbolism, poetry. But from this mix, what we get is an absolutely fascinating blend of humans wrestling with individuality, society, themselves, family, with tremendous psychological insight. One thing that really stands out is the amount of depth that's invested in the secondary characters, and it may be that these secondary characters are a bit more interesting than our main characters. Both fascinating, but I could quite happily watch a play about either of the two daughters, which Ibsen may have noticed, because the character of Hilda Wangel, she reappears in The Master Builder, a later play. Ibsen writes The Lady from the Sea, he writes Hedda Gabler, then he writes The Master Builder. And that thread of this dangerous, destructive, fascinating female character, it's clearly a theme that he's working on throughout these three plays and seeing it evolve and develop. And that's certainly worth reading and following this thread through. So, well worth a read. If you've read The Lady from the Sea or you've seen a production, I would love to hear what you think down in the comments. Head there and remember, act with freedom and responsibility.